أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. Continuing with the course on guiding the students discerning between the 10 dissertations. Previous lesson we looked at naql, which was to transfer the harak of the hamza to the sakil letter before it. That was applied by warush. Another lesson regarding the hamza is on sakt. Sakt means to take a pause without taking a breath. Take a pause without taking a breath and then to continue reciting. Perhaps that's applied in only 4 verses. Aywaja qayyima, when you're reading through at the end of the first verse of Surah Al-Kahf, marqadina hada wa qila man raqa kalla bal rana. Okay. And that is to secure the correct meaning of what is conveyed in the verses. It is ma'nawi, the reason for the sakta over there. For other qurra, is applied on a sakin letter that is followed by a hamzatul qat. So you have a sakin letter, after it comes a hamzatul qat, then on the sakin letter, a sakta will be applied. And again, this is now to secure the correct pronunciation of the hamza. So therefore, in the footnote, wherever warsh will have naql, hamza will have sakt. The naql was when you have the transfer of the harak of the hamza to the sakin before it. You have sakin followed by hamza. That's where the sakt is going to apply for hamza. So it will be applied by hamza, and both khalaf and khallad is included in that. In all the previous applications that we did, it was related to a rawi, to khalaf, to susi, to warsh. Here we're speaking about the entire hamza. However, it is applied in different manners. Okay, there's different ways of applying the sakt for hamza. Places in which the sakt will be made are 3. The one is when the hamza and the sakinata are in 2 separate words. So alam, aqul, meme of the sakin is in one word, the hamza comes after it in the next word. Then you have the lam ta'arif. We discussed this before, these 3 that are separate, but it has a separate category here for the sakta. The second one is the lam ta'arif, and then the third one is the word shay. Okay, and that's irrespective of the haraka. So shay'un, shay'in, shay'an, doesn't matter what haraka the hamza has. Both khalaf and khallad, they have 2 ways of reading as to how they're going to apply the sakt. The first one over here on the left hand side is for khalaf only. He applies it in all 3 of the categories. He applies it on 2 separate words, on the lam ta'arif and on shay. Then you have khalaf and khallad both applying it on the lam ta'arif and on shay. Okay, so this is the second way for khalaf, the lam ta'arif and shay only, and excluding 2 separate words. And that is how khallad also applies sakt. Khallad recites with sakt will be done on the lam ta'arif and shay, but not on 2 separate words. But then you also have the option when you're reading for khallad to not apply the sakt at all. Okay, so this lesson is a bit more complicated than before. So looking at the entire hamza for khalaf and khallad, and there's different ways of applying it. Okay, what you need to make note of here is the difference between khalaf and khallad. That is between 2 separate words, and that is khalaf only. If you're making sakt on 2 separate words, then it is khalaf only. If you're making it on a lam ta'arif and shay, then it is both khalaf and khallad. So then you won't know exactly what is. You have to listen for other applications to distinguish them between khalaf and khallad. If this is a bit too much for you, then just remember that you don't have to worry about one of these rules. The purpose of the course is to identify when you're hearing somebody else reciting which riwayat it is. If you just hear them applying the sakt, then know that it is hamza, either khalaf or khallad. If you're in 2 separate words, then you know, okay, it is khalaf. And most of the time, it will most likely be khalaf. Yeah, khalaf being recited much more than khallad. So unlike before, here when we do the exercise, we're going to have to do 2 different highlightings or identifying. The first one is those places in which both khalaf and khallad apply sakt, and that is in lam ta'arif and in shay. And then separately, to highlight in green, the places where only khalaf will apply sakt, which is in 2 separate words. So you're going to go through all the verses and do lam ta'arif and shay in yellow, and then you're going to go through them and do in green, which is in two separate words. So you can pause the video now and do that, and then continue once you are done. So in two separate words is the first verse. So we're looking only for lam al-ta'rif and shay. Okay. Okay, so that is the lam al-ta'rif and shay, which will be for both khalaf and khallad. Green, we're now going to do the remainder, which is in two separate words. So it'll be for khalaf only. Take a note here that the letter of lien is included. The sakta will take place on the letter of lien, but not in the saba'a, in the sughra, not in the letter of mad. So therefore, not highlighting over here, qalu inna ma'akum, there the mad will be made. Take note here that in shay and illa, there's going to be two. So you have shay and in the hamza, so that is both khalaf and khallad. But then on the tanween of shay and the tanween is followed by another hamza. So it's in two separate words, and that will be for khalaf only. Okay, so there's two over here. Okay, now that we've done the highlighting, we can now proceed with the recitation of the verses. We see the color being highlighted, that's where the sakta will be applied. When you hear sakta, you know it is hamza. Okay, either khalaf or khallad. But in two separate words, then you know specifically it is khalaf. If it's on lam ta'rif or shay only, then you don't know exactly what it is. You'll have to try and listen for other applications. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال ألم أقل لكم. That was for khalaf. قال ألم أقل لكم. As normal, that would have been for khallad. مما تنبت الأرض من بقلها. That is khalaf, and one of the ways of khallad. Khallad could read without the sakt there as well. ولهم عذاب أليم بما خلف ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم both خلف and خلاد in that recitation. وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون خلف only إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة خلف and خلاد. وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا وإنا معكم إنما. This one, add another sector there as well. وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها ثم عرضهم على الملائكة. So this was for both Khalaf and Khalad. And if you listen very carefully, there was a change here at the end as well. But you don't have to worry about that. We're listening for the sector. لا تغني شفاعتهم شيئا إلا من بعد أن يأذن الله. That one was for Khalaf. Okay, there was sakta on both places. And additionally, if you messed up the sakta, you couldn't figure out from the sakta whether it was Khalaf or Khalad. Then over here, أن يأذن Allah. This was the first lesson we did. The idgham without gunna into the ya. So that would have been how you could identify that it was Khalaf and not Khalad. If you are confused by the saktas, it's another change over here. أن يأذن الله. Okay. Then for Khalad, you will read لا تغني شفاعتهم شيئا إلا من بعد أن يأذن الله. So sakta only on the first one, not on the second one, and with gunna as normal over here. You can also read without the sakta in the first place as well. Okay, so you can listen to the recitation of the surah over here and try and listen for the sakta. When you hear the sakta, you know it is either khalaf or khallad. If it is in two separate words, then you know it is khalaf. With lam ta'rif and shay, then try and listen out, is there no ghunna being applied in the waw and the ya, then you know it is khalaf and not khallad. But if you hear the ghunna, then you know it is khallad. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.